Hey, Miss Wood. Sorry I didn't get this over earlier. I've gotten very busy today, which is a good thing. But I'm back here now, and I just wanted to send you a quick video. Like I mentioned to you yesterday, I've got some homes from a few different areas that I want to send you, but I want you to kind of understand where these homes are at when it comes to Savannah and why I think these are the best spots as far as investment. Whether you're wanting to put your money just to let it sit, whether you want to buy something then rent it for a little while, or whether you want to buy it and flip it now or flip it later. So it's just not desirable spots where you would want to live, but where there's a lot of action. Okay, so let me pop in here. Okay, so hopefully you can see this map here. Oh, you know what? Let me go right here. Okay, so if I back up here a little bit, just give you an idea, Savannah, compared to California is, let me see if I can get it all, extremely little. This is Hilton Head, looks kind of like a shoe right above us. This is our beach, Tybee Island. There's a couple islands right here, so if you drive from Tybee through the islands and into Savannah, and from north, you've got our downtown to south, which will be Southside. And then on the outside of Savannah, you've got three major kind of suburbs of Savannah. Effingham County, which is like Rincon and Port Wentworth are the cities, has been a really popular spot. A lot of people from Savannah have moved out there to get onto bigger home sites, better schools. It's just real country, real nice out there. Same kind of thing as the far side, our south side, excuse me, is Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill, Rincon was kind of growing faster than Richmond Hill. So Richmond Hill was kind of the slower country area. Ford plantations there, the Henry Ford. It's a lot of real cool stuff out there. Beautiful river homes, things like that. And spaced out kind of country, amazing schools, real slow. But all of a sudden, I-95, which is the huge highway that goes from New York to Miami or Key West, they found a back door off 95 into Richmond Hill. So now that new exit has all the new builders out there. So there's kind of an old Richmond Hill and now a new Richmond Hill. So Richmond Hill's growing rapidly. And in between Richmond Hill, which is kind of country, and Effingham County, which is country, is Pooler. And Pooler was the fastest growing area in all of Georgia for like the last 10 years. So we built the airport out there, and then they took everything that was good in Savannah and they put it all in Pooler. So every hotel, every restaurant, every movie theater, everything is in Pooler. So it's kind of cool for all of these places to be able to go to Pooler and enjoy Pooler, but you probably don't want to live in Pooler. It's just, it's funny. You get out of Savannah and that's where all the traffic is. So those are kind of the suburbs. Rincon, Pooler, and Richmond Hill. And then if we go to the other side, you go from Savannah, you go to Wilmington Island. That's where I live, on the island right there. And then you can bounce out to our little beach, which is Tybee, which is super tiny, but awesome. So in Savannah, sorry for jumping around so much. This is the middle of Savannah. And I have put homes that are $400,000 and under. And some of these are in Midtown, or not Midtown, but downtown. But these are going to be like there's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. So it's like downtown stuff is definitely going to be tiny or extremely dilapidated. So there's another one, 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 400. This is the Ardsley Park area. So this is like our Midtown. That's where I lived before I just moved. That is where the homes are like 1920s, 1930s, 1940s. Tons of character, built super sturdy. These things were like $100,000. Like I told you, my great aunt bought my old house for $30,000 or 11. I bought it for $100,000. This was in probably 2010. Yeah, I guess it was around 2010. Anyway, 2020, I sold it for I think $250,000. Or maybe 2018, sorry, I sold it for $250,000, and now it just sold for about $500,000. So that Midtown area has just, that when everybody came to Savannah from California and from New York, and we just got inundated from a lot of different states since, especially 2020, they all found Midtown to be super attractive because it wasn't downtown, which was crazy with a lot of walking and stuff like that. And a lot of not so great homes right by $1 million homes. And the right and the left side, which is where I'm about to show you, of Ardsley Park, were nowhere you would want to live. So right in the middle were these family oriented. There's parks everywhere. It's beautiful, but it took off like crazy. So once Midtown ran out of homes, they went over to this little square, which is right above a big park. And this neighborhood wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. But now that's called Parkside, and it sold out. So what's happening is two of the best spots are right on the left side and right on the right side of this middle. So this is probably last place right here as far as you can get the best deal, but it's probably going to take the longest time to the longest time to get your money, to get it up to that 400 or 500 mark. So these homes right here, this is almost exactly like Ardsley Park. These are cottages on nice little blocks. There's a couple little parks in there. And these, some of these are selling. So there's one for 118. Let's click on that. It's not a good neighborhood. And a lot of these homes are in bad shape. This one's a block house. Oh, there's no pictures of the inside. But 118. 118 is on the low side. Let's see. Now, there's one for 140. So here's one that's been flipped, probably 269. Ooh, see, you can see what's beside it. Not good, not good. And then a home site here, so that's kind of a good thing. But so here's the flip. But what you're seeing is you're not seeing 400. You're seeing 269. So what I think is these homes are going for like 150 to 175. They're only flipping for like 250. These will be flipping for 375 and 400 very fast because this is the last place neighborhood. It's only going to take a few more homes to sell in there before they jump up another 100. So you wouldn't want to live in here. But here's one for $399. Oh, that's a 6-bedroom. That's two houses side by side. I've already seen that one. There was one. Let's see, $298. The homes right around this one, I looked yesterday. So this is a cute house. They didn't do anything spectacular. They probably removed the wall. They redid the floors. They put up some cabinets, granite counters, stainless, some cute little lights. That's all you need to do, really. It doesn't have to be extreme. I think they bought this home for like $140. Now they're getting $300 for it. It is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. 3-bedroom, 2-bath is all you really need. But the homes right across the street from this thing, where was that just at? Was that it? All these homes, these were bought for like $30,000, $40,000. See if I can't get any to pull. Oh, there's one. Let's see if I can find one. Last sold 2013 for $18,000. That's what's beside these homes. Look at that. That thing's rough. So that thing sold for $18,000, and a whole bunch of these homes. Where'd I go? There I go. A whole bunch of these homes were 20, 30, 40, 50 grand. But this is not a good neighborhood. Ardsley Park right here beside it, great. A few blocks over here, not great at all. But then you got this one, 220. That's actually a home site. That's just a lot for 290 something. So this little area, this is West Midtown. So 300 like West 54th. 400 West 54th, 500 West 54th. That's going to be these homes here. So 150, and then you could flip it or sit on it. But that's kind of that area. Now the next area would be the other side. So what everybody said in Ardsley Park, what I still tell everybody if they're going to live there, is we just don't want to cross waters. And you don't want to go above 52nd. And this is 52nd. And then this is Waters right here going down. So we would say, hey, look for homes, but don't go over Waters, and you can't go over 52nd because below 52nd is Parkside. That's great, but in here was no good. But now it's investment central. So one example. All right, here's a great example. Here's one for $198. It's only a 2-bedroom. But it needs to be flipped. It's not in bad shape. I mean, you could buy that and rent it out. One of the best things about renting in this area is there's a hospital right here. So there's a whole bunch of short-term rentals, but not like vacation rentals, like 30-day rentals, and they'll do executive rentals. So it's like 6 months to nurses and things like that. There's a whole bunch of those right around that hospital. So that 198 is right beside this 385. That's a brand new house, but that's just right down the street. I mean, that's a beautiful house, and you're getting $400,000 for it. So you can hit that 400 already over here. Here's 399. This one just sold. Let's see what they did to this guy. Oh yeah, it was just a good house. That's original floors. They put granite. They put tile. They probably put those cabinets. I bet they put a really nice bathroom in. Oh yeah, all that's all tiled. That tile that looks like wood in whatever bedroom that was. Oh yeah. So when you get these older homes, this is the original tile from like the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and especially that flooring. People want to keep that. So if you can flip the bathroom without changing the original tile, that's something everybody's trying to do. Now, if you can't, you can't, and you just have to update the bathroom. But anytime you can keep it. But so this area would be east, so not 400 or 500 like East 51st, but like 1200, 1400, 1600 east. So like bigger numbers to be way over here. But that's another really good spot. And then the last spot would be right here. Let me go from here to here. And I'm going to send you homes from all three of these spots. These are probably the three spots I would say we want to focus on. All three of these spots are great places to invest, whether it's for quick return or to park your money. This is kind of a crazy spot. Now, the reason Savannah downtown is here. So you've got River Street and all your downtown spots. Well, it used to end here. And then all of this was just developed downtown. So these are all $1 million condos and apartments. So that what that did was it stretched the boardwalk or the river walk much further, which came up this road. So then a new hotel was put here, and new apartments and condos were put here. So right across the street, this is a terrible neighborhood. All these homes are starting to flip. So now, same thing. I could probably find houses right here. That one sold for $265,000, $42,000, $9,000. $98,000. So you got a whole bunch of homes that were purchased for almost nothing, and now they're being flipped for $225,000, $315,000. I mean, so here's a $315,000 house right behind a house that last sold for like $18,000. Look how tiny that is. So this is a tiny little house, but it was done nicely. It looks, that's full flip. Yeah. So that's a pretty one, but not in a good neighborhood. 1,100 square foot, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, $315,000. I've got some good ones here on, where was it? Utah. So these are called the state streets. So you can see here like Florida, New York. Where is it at? Oh, I think there was some on Mississippi. That was a flip. Where is my Utah? Oh, there it is. Now, where's my other ones? Let me see. Criteria. Oh. I thought I had sold already checked. Sorry. Whoop. Okay. Oh, yeah, actually, now that you see these, I wasn't pulling them up earlier. You can see all the red ones. Those are all the ones that have sold. I think I had just the available ones. But you can see all the action in these areas. So here's an example. Here's one of a home that needs to be flipped. So they paid $175,000, which seems kind of like the going price for a home like this. So it's not a demo, but well, I mean, it is a full demo, but it's not like a bulldoze. Let's see, but that house needs a lot. But so you got 175 there. Let's see this one. So, see, it needs floors, it needs cabinets, it needs paint, it needs, the full works. But 175, 175, 200, and then you'll see, like this one, 300,000. And it looks great. And it's amazing that whoever lives in this lives right down the street from that other one. But that's what's happening. Let's see if I got another one. Let's see. Actually, there was one guy. He must have bought like 5 lots, and he had a whole bunch of new ones all in a row. Let's see. Here's one on Tennessee. So this is just another great area where you'll find terrible houses for around 175, I think, seem to be around the mark. And then, 375, 399. There's another one for 399, 299, 349. So whether you purchase one for 175 and rent it, purchase one for 175 and sit on it, or flip it and sell it, or flip it and keep it. But these 3 spots are probably, let's see here, the 3 best spots you could be as far as investing. You've kind of got these 2 are probably the same as far as you can get in for about the same price, and you could probably flip it for about the same price. And then the last spot over here is probably, you just have to have more patience. So you could probably buy it for $25,000 less, maybe $150 instead of $175. But it's going to take another year or 2 before these start hitting. I mean, there's a couple of that one $399 was 2 houses. None of these are going to be $399. That one just sold for $369. This might be the winner, but it's big. Oh yeah, look at that. That's crazy that that's in that neighborhood. Because the house right across the street would scare you. But so that one's reaching. See, so now that would be $469 probably in a year. $369, that's probably the leader of the pack right now. Let's see here. Okay, so that was a lot, but I wanted to show you, while we're not in the middle of Ardsley Park, unless we want to spend a little more, or if you want a complete house, maybe like a complete house that's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, then 300, 320 could happen, and it'd be a great neighborhood that you could rent to somebody that wouldn't have to worry about where they live. Or we can get right on either side of Ardsley Park or in the state streets, and you can just choose what you want to do. But there's homes that you can buy that are going to be worth more, whether you do anything to them or not. And then what you do to them is up to you. So I'm going to send you home from all 3. I'll kind of, they'll be west or east or state streets, and I'll write that in the notes so that you kind of understand. But those will be the main 3 areas that I'm going for, and now you know kind of where they're coming from. So once you see them, let me know what you think. I'll send over some from all 3 tonight. All right, talk to you soon. Thanks.